Hi, Melissa Mann here. Really quick tonight. I know I keep saying that. I don't know if they're really quick or not. I haven't even been seeing how long my Facebook Lives are lately. First of all, I should turn the picture around and just show you where I am right now. So I'm on my balcony in Banff, and I'm like, wait, how this? So this is my view right now. That's really fucking amazing, isn't it? Oh, I don't know if I can swear on Facebook Live. I don't know if I can. Sorry, whoops. Anyways, let me turn that back around. You can see me again. So, I had, first of all, I've been at this 4-day foundation class for Access Consciousness, and it is complete, sort of. It's technically complete. But let me tell you, it is going to continue and continue because, truth be told, it is definitely a whole new way of living life, looking at life. And I wanted to share, I have so many things to share, but, really, you have to come to a bars class and you have to come to a foundations class and do those things to really get the meat and potatoes of all of it is. But I wanted to share a tool that I've just been using more than ever. It is called Interesting Point of View, and it is absolutely an access consciousness tool. I so cannot take credit for that. And what it really is about is not judging anything. Not judging yourself, not judging other people, not judging everything going on around you, not judging what somebody says about you and taking it as your own judgment. All the judgments that we hold. And the idea here is that anytime you judge something, you hold it in place. So whether you agree and align with something or resist and react to something, either way, you hold that in place and make it true. So if somebody in your family, I don't know, family gathering says to you, God, you're so selfish. And your initial reaction is, no, I'm not. God, she's, horrible. They always say these things to me. And you resist and react to it. You still make it real. You make it a thing, right? If you say, oh my God, she's right. I am so selfish. I've always been like this my whole life. I don't know how to fix it. Again, now you're agreeing and aligning with it. And you're holding in place. Okay? So Interesting Point of View says, stop doing that. And instead, just say, oh, interesting point of view to everything. And this is for anybody who has thoughts, feelings, judgments they're throwing at you, about life, about anything, about their own, anything. Gosh, it's so hard to make money in this industry. Interesting point of view, right? Because as soon as you agree and align with that, now you're making that true. Makes sense? So it can be absolutely anything. And so much of this is in our head, right? You can say it out loud to somebody, oh, interesting point of view. And they'll be like, But a lot of it, this is all in your head. And especially with your own thoughts. So I wanted to give you an example. And we're going down to the hot tub again. This is what we do in the evening, apparently. And I was like, no, wait. I have to get this out today because it was so relevant today. So today we went down to Lake Louise, which is kind of, if you've ever seen pictures of Banff, it is the pictures that you've seen of Banff. It is the huge mountains with the crystal blue lake and absolute beauty. And we hiked, and friend me on Facebook as like an actual friend if you want to see all my pictures and stuff. I don't want to flood my business page with that, but really, really beautiful. And when I was booking this trip, I was coming for Access Consciousness. I was not coming just for fun, although I was like, how can I make this amazing and fun? And I picked the location. There's classes all over the world, so I picked this location specifically because I've always wanted to come here to Banff. And anyways, and part of it was because I wanted to see Lake Louise, and Moraine Lake is the other one that is closed. Right? Let me get to my point here. Is that we got there and the lake is frozen, which means that crystal blue lake I was anticipating is white and covered in snow. And I have initial reaction, right? And I'm using this as interesting point of view. I have this point of view. So when it's your own point of view and it's something that you're struggling with, interesting point of view, I have that point of view. Interesting point of view, I have that point of view. And you say this over and over until you feel the energy lighten, until you feel that tightness, whatever it is for you. For me, it's always a tightness in my chest or in my solar plexus, until I feel that lighten. And I could have gotten really mad, and I started to, or I started to self-deprecate. God, why did you expect this? Why did you look into this? Why did you think this was the right time of year to come here? And then I looked at the amazing mountains around me, and we hiked like 3 hours in the snow. God, I feel like I'm telling a grandparent story. We hiked 3 hours uphill in the snow. It's just like literally exactly what we did. It was really, really amazing and beautiful and hard because it was snow, and but it was this like amazing thing. And I could have lost all of that if I was really focused on the fact that I didn't get to see the Blue Lake. And I assume I will just come. I said, well, I guess that just means we're going to have to come back in, July, August, September when the lakes are blue. And I don't think that will be this year, but we will do that. But instead of being mad at myself, instead of being stuck and missing the amazingness of this hike that we did today and the most beautiful mountains I've ever seen in my life. I love mountains, and this is the most gorgeous scenery, as far as like mountain, and woods and that kind of thing goes, I've probably ever seen. And I could have lost all of that if I beat myself up over missing the lake, or beat nature up over it not having melted yet. And so it was a great opportunity for me to use interesting point of view, and I did until it was done, and I was fine, and it was good. Sorry, I'm outside of my balcony. I'm hearing horns and things. But I'd invite you to try to do this with everything, every thought that runs through your head. I mean, I've really, obviously, since this class, been trying to do this the last few days of interesting point of view. I have that point of view to everything, or anybody else's anything. Anytime I feel like I start to get charged up, interesting point of view. Okay. Because I don't want to lock that in place. And when we can come out of judgment, we allow things to be as they are rather than accepting them, which also locks things in place. And rather than having anything that is anything other than ease. So the Access Consciousness mantra is all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. And that ease thing has been something that was definitely touched on a ton this weekend, which, how are we making our lives harder than they need to be? And I'll probably do another whole live on that one of these days. But definitely by all of our points of views and judgments are one of the things that we are doing that are making things so much harder than they need to be. And as soon as we can release that, let go of that, and interesting point of view, everything, we get so much lighter. And things just come so much easier. It's like that idea of like if you're ever late for work or you're late getting somewhere and it seems like suddenly everybody is going 10 times slower and nobody can turn and now there's a traffic jam. And as soon as we let go of that point of view and that fear of like, God, why is everybody, going so slow? I'm going to be late. You're holding that in place, right? You're locking that in place. But when you can, interesting point of view, I have that point of view to all of that, you find that things just get easier. So traffic just gets better. Things just move faster. Things just get easier. I think that's all I have. Did I write anything else down? No, I don't think so. I tend to make a few notes before I talk, and then I realize I never look at the notes in the first place. Is what it is. So that's all I have for you this evening. I encourage you to try interesting point of view, see what it does for you, and in so many different ways, really. I mean, in your own head, in all the judgments you have of yourself, that you have of other people, and anything else that people say to you that could hold, lock anything in place about you, about the world, about anything, and see what that brings up for you. If you have questions about this, you want to talk to me more about it, you want to talk to me more about Access Consciousness, shoot me a PM. If you're interested in talking about how we can work together, go to journeytopresent.com/call, and we'll set up a free call, takes you straight to my schedule, and we'll get on the phone and see what we can do to have a partnership of, figuring out things to make things easier for you. So I'm going to go down to the hot tub now. I'm starting to shiver. It's getting chilly. So I'm going to go in and then back out, but that'll be better. So I will talk to you all soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.